In this lesson, we'll explore a common Docker mistake that can leave your server vulnerable to attacks. Docker is a powerful tool for containerizing applications, but improper configurations can cause serious security risks. By understanding this mistake, you'll learn how to keep your server safe and avoid exposing sensitive resources to detection. Let's dive into the underlying concepts and practical examples of securing your Docker environment. One key issue with mounting sensitive host directories into Docker containers with overly permissive volume mounts. When you bind mount critical system folders like var and docker sock into a container, you unintentionally grant that container high privileges. Attackers or compromised container processes can then interact with the Docker unit directly, gaining control over the host. Understanding how volume mounting works is essential to preventing this critical security flaw. A common mistake is mounting the Docker socket inside a container to allow Docker commands from within. For example, running a container with var and docker sock gives full control over the Docker container. This means anyone inside the container can create, stop, or remove containers on the host, effectively compromising the server. Another aspect to consider is the privilege mode flag in Docker. Running containers with privilege grants them extended capabilities, bypassing any security constraints. When combined with sensitive volumes, this dramatically increases risk. Containers can manipulate the host system, escalate privileges, and compromise security. You must avoid privilege mode unless absolutely necessary and understand its implications thoroughly. An insecure command example is docker run privilege vhost your image. This mounts the entire host file system inside the container and grants full privileges, exposing your server to a wide attack surface. Avoid this pattern unless you have strong isolation and security measures in place. To protect your server, it's important to use these privilege principles. Only mount necessary directories with read-only flags if possible, and avoid mounting Docker internals. Additionally, use Docker user namespaces and security profiles like AppArmor or SCL Linux to limit container impact. Proper network segmentation and runtime security tools can also reduce risks from compromised containers. A safer approach is to mount volumes with the row option to restrict write access, like docker run v data row your image. This prevents the container from modifying sensitive host data, reducing the chance of accidental or malicious damage while still allowing necessary access. In summary, exposing your Docker socket or running containers in privileged mode with broad host mounts can severely compromise server security. Always apply the principle of least privilege, avoid mounting sensitive directories unless necessary, and leverage Docker security features. By following these best practices, you can protect your server from common but dangerous Docker configuration mistakes and maintain a secure container environment.